webcast, our training information weekly cycle that we're going through. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Alicia Humphreys. I'm a gold agent up here in Alberta, Canada, in a small town called Hinton, and I've been doing this business for the last 2.5 years. I absolutely love it. Definitely has its ups and downs, but we're really blessed to have amongst even our own team some really amazing leadership, and I'm really excited about sharing this information with you guys and helping each one of you reach all the goals that you have set aside. So personal development is great, and this is something that I kind of wanted to open up with because we're always hearing about personal development and to do it, and great, we're reading books, we're learning all this information on these webcasts, but we really need to apply it. We really need to apply what we're learning, all this information that we're taking in, and get into action and activity mode, okay? Otherwise, it's just information that's storing in our data banks, in our brains. So right now we're really lucky. We have some, like I said, some great, amazing leaders right in our own little team. And I am really excited because tonight's training is all about our goal setting, and I get to introduce all the way from Cairns, Australia, our silver agent, Lisa Robbie, on the call tonight. She is one of the hardest working agents that I know. She's incredibly knowledgeable as a leader, and she really understands what it takes to have belief. She's got belief not only in this company, but belief in every single person that comes into her organization, whether they're coming in above, below, or beside her. So Lisa, I just want you to come on and jump right into our quick little testimonial.
Thank you so much, Alicia. Like you, I'm loving this, and I'm loving our 4-week program that we've got going on. It's really, really exciting. I did just want to start and talk to everybody about roadshow that we've just had in Australia. It's been a really exciting opportunity for agents around the country to get together again in their nearest capital city. Now, for our Cairns agents, that means we had about 8 agents altogether fly down from Cairns to attend the Brisbane Roadshow. Now, that's a huge commitment, and I know that the roadshows are about to happen in a city near you too, and I cannot emphasise enough how important it is to get to these events. Now, you have the best speakers, and for those who in the Calgary area, you've got Isaac and Betty arriving really, really soon, and it just doesn't get any better than that, does it? But for our team, we were blessed in Brisbane to have Josh Wiles as our diamond agent, presenting incredible mindset training and some basic agent training as well. While down in Sydney, they had Elena Cole and Kai Wynn and Chris Kim and Curtis Honeycutt were down in Melbourne, really shaking things up there. So it has been a really exciting time for the agents around the country to get together and hear from these amazing leaders. But we always say this, but I've got to tell you what's happening right now. Now, that roadshow was just last Sunday, and at the moment, we've got a very excited team. When you get together for these big events, like we talked about on our in our mindset training webinar, it incites something inside of you that will move you to action. You're getting information and you're hearing testimonials and stories that are just going to take you to a whole new level. It builds your confidence and your belief, and you want to drive this incredible machine that we call Secret forward. So right now we've got interest and excitement and activity already starting to happen. Now, we've been blessed to have follow-up from Tiffany Malott, a couple of webinars from her, and that's been amazing to help our Australian community keep the momentum going. But, you know, over there in North America, you've got brilliant leaders around you all the time, and there is nothing like a roadshow to really to fire you up, to gather that momentum, to increase your belief in yourself, in the products, in the company, to see that incredible vision and have it take you to where you need to be to find and achieve success. So, you know, I can't emphasize enough how important it is to get to roadshow, because right now we are at the excitement levels in our team are up here. And if that's what you want, then get there. Just go out of your way. Like I said, out to agents, they flew 2 hours for this one-day event. If it's somewhere nearby, then you've got to do that too. Okay, just jump in your car and get there. Now, I think we're just having a little technical problem here at the moment. My screen doesn't seem to be popping up. Is that? Oh, here we go. Is that better, Alicia? Yeah. So I'm sorry you didn't hear that part, and I was see that part. And I was just in the corner, but whatever happened seems to have been fixed now. And so thank you. That's just a little testimonial of Roadshow and what it can do for your team.
Great, thanks so much, Lisa. I mean, that's one thing that's super exciting. 2 weeks from now, we are going to be sitting in, or a week from now, just over a week from now, we're going to be sitting in Calgary or in Manitoba or in Toronto, and we're going to be getting to listen to our owners, you know, Isaac Ben-Shabbat. We're going to be listening to Betty Perez, the co-founder of the company, and just to really sit there and absorb and hear it from their mouths, where Secret's at, where it's going, and like Lisa said, what more do you want to get excited about this business than to be surrounded by the owners and leadership in this company? So I really hope you guys are all going to make it there. Whatever hurdles are in your way, definitely reach out to me. I definitely want to make sure and get you there. I'll be driving down 6 hours one way to make it there, and I hope you guys are too, and I can fill my car. So next, we're going to be getting into our training portion of tonight. What we're going to be going over tonight is our goals and goal setting for June. Okay, so June's coming up. We want to make sure we're setting our goals prior to the month and getting into them and having things ready and an action plan to achieve these goals for the month. Okay, the mindset worksheet that's in our back office, or in our, sorry, not our back office, in our team page is an excellent place to start. So I'm going to again throw this back to Lisa because she is an amazing trainer. She is the one who kind of came up with the goal setting worksheet as well as this mindset worksheet. So Lisa, back to you for all your training.
Thanks again, Alicia. Yeah, look, in our first week of this series, we presented our Dream Chasing Goal Sheet, and I'm just going to see if I'm clever enough to bring that up to show you. Here we go. Maybe I'm not that clever. Okay. All right. Can't seem to be able to share our Dream Chasing worksheet, but I will tell you that that is available in back office. Now that will run you through your goal setting for the next month. So we're coming towards the end of May now, and we're presenting this now because it's as part of our program. We do have another 8-9 days until the end of the month. So now you need to be looking at those goals that you set at the start of the month and to start evaluating where you're at. We've run you through team connections, so you knew where your team were at, who was trying to achieve star, superstar, and executive. And then we ran you through VIPs, connecting with your customers and making sure they're on the right regimens, that they know how to order. And by now you should know who's got orders coming on and so on. So you can see how you're going for your E4 and your global pool. So in this last 9 days, you need to be going back, looking at those goals, and just see how you're traveling towards the end and push that last little bit forward to make it happen. And of course, last week we talked about mindset. We're building that belief in yourself and getting your mind right to drive you through that last week so you can achieve those goals that you set at the beginning. So pull out your dream chasing worksheet, review what you had, those goals that you had set yourself for May, and see what you need to do and really drive it home in that last week. Now, the next thing we need to do at the very end of May is review, decide what you want to achieve in June. Okay, so what we gave you a little exercise to help you achieve your goals for June was a worksheet that's called Develop a Mindset for Success. Now, on this worksheet, this will help you in your dream chasing worksheet when it comes to that self-assessment. This developing a mindset for success where you rate your personal traits will give you some direction for self-improvement, for that personal development. You'll be able to identify areas that you're not so great in, not so proficient in, areas where you need to grow, but also it will highlight things that you're awesome at, because you really need to harness those things and use them well in your business and to support your team. So make sure you grab hold of that document, either print it out or do it as an electronic worksheet. I've placed it up on the group pages as a Word document, so you can download that and you can repeat that each month if you want to. But if you're pen and paper kind of person, then just print it out and rate yourself, and that will guide you towards the personal development that you need to do moving into June. And that'll help you complete your dream chasing worksheet for June. Now, the other thing I really want to talk about right now, and this is pertains more to the Aussie agents at the moment, but listen up, because there's a message here for you. You've got your roadshow coming up in just a couple of weeks, as Alicia mentioned, and anything that I share now is very likely to be similar. We always know that we get packages. We always know that there are other incentives and so on associated with roadshows. And I know that this is the first of the series of roadshows in North America. However, there's always packs to buy and incentives that come out of any major event. So for the Aussies moving into June and setting your goals, you really, really should be considering a fantastic initiative that Tiffany shared with us. And it's probably worth our while sharing this information in Team Ellie, because it doesn't have to be a company challenge. It doesn't have to be a Tiffany Malott challenge. You can set yourself a challenge at any time. So this is essentially the first month of a 90-day run, and it's a 30 Faces in 30-day challenge. Now, all Aussies who are serious about achieving success and are serious about taking their business to a new, exciting level should really be. 30 Faces in 30 days means putting mud on 30 people in those 30 days. Now, whether that's in wows or one-on-ones, it doesn't really matter, but Tiffany has set down some criteria, and you need a name, you need an email address, you need a third-party expert involved, and you need a photo? We need a photo. And I'm just going to talk a little about that third-party involvement, because it's something that I haven't thought about before, but now that Tiffany has mentioned it and talked about it and said that it's how important it is, I'm thinking, yeah, you know, this is something that I want to do all the time, not just in this challenge. Basically, she said, whether you're doing a one-on-one or whether you're doing a wow party, and whether you have your third-party expert, it can be your upline, it can be as somebody in your team, whether they are there in person or on the phone, it doesn't matter. But it's important to bring somebody in for a testimonial. And the penny didn't quite drop for me straight away, but when I thought about it a little more, I got it. And, you know, if I'm doing a wow party, I could bring somebody on to do the close for me. You know, if the time of day is right and Nicole and Alicia aren't catching their 40 weeks in the middle of the night, if our time zones align and they're awake, you know, I'm going to get them on a call or a Google Hangout. And, you know, I'm going to hold up my phone or my tablet and I'm going to get them to talk to the people and to close, to encourage them who they have no emotional connection with, to ask for the sale. Sometimes it's a little harder for us to be able to do that. But as a third party, you can ask for that sale. And to bring somebody else on. Now, I've got so many people in my team who, you know, I've got teachers, I've got finance controllers, I've got, you know, Paul himself, you know, he's a man in a very blokey business with sheds. You know, he's a fantastic person to bring on for a testimonial at any time. We've got all professions right here in our secret business, and you never know who's sitting in front of you. Get to know the people that you're going to have at your demonstration, whether it's a one-on-one or a wow. See if you can get a bit of background on and see if you can tee up somebody in your organisation who has a profession or somebody you think that might strike a chord with your audience, and bring them on to do a testimonial, to do the close. Absolutely brilliant. Now, those documents I'm very happy to share. We have those in our Secret Agent Australia group that's led and run by our company executives here in Australia. But, you know, they're brilliant resources, and I think they're too good not to be shared. But I just want to say, Aussies, embrace this 30 in 30. You know, this is the time, and when it's your turn, Canada and America, when you've having your roadshow, you're having a challenge, you know, whether it's a company set challenge or something that you're setting yourself, it's a great time to just reach out to people and say, you know what, I've got this challenge. I've got to put mud on 30 faces in the next 30 days. Or you can make it 15 days, or you can make it a week, whatever you choose. Can you help me? If I do this, I'm going to get such and such. And share what the reward is, because your friends will want to help you. Okay, this is a great time where you can be standing in a shopping line, you know, talking to the checkout chick, and oh, hi, how's your day? Oh, my mind's really preoccupied at the moment because, look, I'm in this great company. They set me a challenge, blah blah blah. Hey, would you be interested? It's really, really fun. And it's just, you know, it's spending a bit of time, you know, about an hour. I'll sit down with you, and I'll just, you get to have some fun. Put mud on you. You won't believe how amazing your skin's going to feel, but, you know, hey, just you have a couple of friends over, oh my God, so much fun. And there you go, you keep putting your groceries through the checkout. Why not? These sorts of challenges are just when you can go a little crazy, you know. Let's get ridiculous with mud. So embrace those. Aussies, I want you to really have a look at the secret awards. There's points that you can accumulate, and when you achieve those points, you get online trainings with John and Tiffany, and, you know, those who achieve their 30 faces in 30 days, John and Tiffany are going to come to your town. They're going to have a dinner in your home. They want to have a family dinner with you, and Tiffany's going to do a wow party for you. You're going to get to see how the Queen works. You're going to see it in action in your own home with your guests. Like, that's amazing. Now, if that's not enough of incentive to ask the checkout lady, the man who pumps your gas, whatever it is, to ask for a demo, then I don't know what is. So, look, Aussies, this is truly what you should be making your goal for June. And of course, don't forget, if you're a leader, make sure that you're helping your team as well. There's time. You can use me. And don't forget to use each other as that third-party expert. It is compulsory, and Tiffany and our executives are going to be checking to make sure that everybody is legit. So let's do this. You grab onto everybody, no matter where you are. You make sure that you've got your Dream Chasing worksheet to set everything out for June. Use the Mindset for Success trait rating to help you with your personal development, and set those goals for June, and really let's step up. We're in the middle of the year, you know, where the first 6 months is right there on our doorstep. We need to really have an introspective look at where we are, what we were hoping to achieve, and lift our game. So we've got these tools in place, we've got these fantastic webinars. Let's really take it to the top, everybody. Thanks for listening. Over to you, Alicia.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lisa. That is just incredible. I mean, Nicole and I definitely did take a look at this announcement when it came out for the 30 Faces in 30 Days. This is absolutely awesome, and Nicole and I are actually, all you US and Canadian agents, watch out, because we're lucky. June is coming up. June has 30 days. We are going to be putting on our own 30 Faces in 30 Days challenge for all of you guys in our team. Okay? So thank you so much, Lisa, for going over that. I mean, this all fits in perfectly to the training we've been doing. If you have goals set for June and you're planning on doing the 30 Faces in 30 days, there is no reason why you can't achieve all your goals this month. So what we're going to do now is we actually want to hear from you guys. We've invited some special guests on tonight within our team, and we just want to have a little chit-chat and find out what your goals are for the month of June and how you plan to achieve them. So Nicole Humphreys, I'm going to pass this over to you to introduce everybody, and Nicole is our silver agent here in Hinton, Alberta, Canada as well.
Okay, everyone, just so that we're all kind of ready, I would like it if you guys can all make sure that your cameras are on right now. Just stay muted, but keep your cameras on so that we don't have to wait for that. Like Alicia said, I'm a silver agent here in Hinton, Alberta. I was kind of a gypsy beforehand, but now I'm somewhat settled down, so we'll say that I'm from Hinton. I just wanted to say, to go along with what Alicia said about the 30-day challenge, we are going to be having one with our team so that it works together, so that Australia and North America is working together. And I've been in contact with a couple leaders here in North America to see if we can throw something together for our team. So we'll see what comes out of that. As for now, we're going to start with, I'm going to bring on Michelle Ford first to go over sort of her goals and how she did with them in May, as well as what she plans on doing in June. So Michelle, if you want to come on.
Hi there. This is the first time I've actually been on talking with you guys. I'm Michelle Ford. I'm in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, okay. We are still actively pursuing our goals for May. Our goal was to have 10 VIPs and 2 new agents this month. We are at 6 VIPs and 1 new agent, and chasing down those hot prospects every day. We have confidence that we're still going to make our goals for the month. We are traveling for a good portion of the month of June. And we have talked at length, Scott and I have, about how we can translate that while we're on the road, which has meant that we are actively making sample packs, and we have printed up information to talk to people. We want to take this cross country and maybe grow our team outside of just our community. We just signed an agent this week that was someone we had never met prior to 10 days ago. So we feel very good about that, and we feel like to get outside of our comfort zone and outside of our network of people that we already know is going to do nothing but benefit us and get secret out there. So our goal for June while we're traveling is we would like to gain 2 new agents in June, and we hope that at least one of them will be someone that we have never met before.
Awesome, Michelle. I love those goals. And you know why? Because I can tell you that some of my best friends have come from complete strangers. I didn't know Lisa from anyone, and now I talk to her even about things like when my son poops on the floor. So you'll get to, when you step outside of your comfort zone, you're going to find out that you are destined to be best friends with people that you never would have had the opportunity before secret. So next I'm going to, and sorry, I meant to say that you were from Colorado Springs, Colorado. I had it written down, but I just got a little confused. Virginia Vickery, I'm going to bring you on next. You're from Drayton Valley, Alberta, which is a small town. And if you just want to go over your goals, that would be great.
Hi, can you hear me? Hi, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Virginia from Drayton Valley, and I'm a bronze agent. I started with Secret in April of 2014, and it's in my blood. My short-term goals for June, well, from May 31st to June 30th, because I'm including the roadshow in my goals. I want to bring agents and guests to the roadshow, and I think I have 2 agents coming, and possibly 1 guest, but I'm still working on some more. My next one would be to help my team reach their E4 credits for June, because that's very important as new agents, and they can see that and run their business for free, so that's really nice. I would like to sign up 2 agents in June. I don't have a lot of agents, and I'm working at building my team. I want to connect with my existing VIP customers who don't have orders in, and just find out what we were talking about last week, what Melanie did, and I need to do that. Another thing that I want to do is I want to have 8 WOW parties in June, and if I have 2 a week, that's good, but if I have them all in 1 week, preferably the first week of June, that would be great too. So that's one of my goals. The next one, my last one, is to read another book. I'm just finishing up The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, and I've purchased Rich Dad, Poor Dad, so read that book in June. So that's my goal for June.
Awesome. Those are great goals. I love that you have a plan for 8 WOW parties in the month of June. That will really help you with your 30 faces in 30 days. So I'm excited to see where you go with that. The next person I'm going to bring on is Christine Bartley. She is originally from Grande Cache, Alberta, but she is joining us today from somewhere, I'm not sure where, in BC on a camping trip, but she made the commitment to come on this call. So I just want to say, first of all, I'm really proud of you for coming on, and I can't wait to hear what your goals are for the month of June. Oh, you just need to unmute, Christine. You're still muted. There.
Now.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I got a new phone. I'm just figuring out how to use it. Hi everybody. I'm in from Crofton, BC. So I'm on Vancouver Island, and we're here for our oldest nephew's wedding. And I was very happy they had Wi-Fi. That's all I cared about. Goals for June. Well, it's been a tough couple months. It's been a little bit slow, but I personally would like to have at least 4 WOW parties this month. That is the #1 goal I need to have, because I'm lucky if I'm able to do 1, maybe 2. So I would like to have at least 4. I think that's a pretty realistic goal, and I am really trying. I'm shooting for at least 10 VIPs for June, because I think that's a pretty realistic goal, and I know that a lot of my friends and family are getting a little bit sick of hearing me talk about this, but they can't get over how beautiful my skin looks. So then they ask more questions, and then I tell them, things that people in my family that have skin conditions, that it is helping them, and so that really helps. Plus, I always have lotion with me, and as soon as I get them to try the lotion, they just go, "There's no way my hands will feel like this all the time." And I said, yes, it really will. So because I do believe in it, I know that I can make this go. So They can get sick of me all they like. It's not going to stop. And now that I have my little new phone, I take my pictures and post it all the time, and just putting it out there because we live in a networking world. We have our phones, we have our laptops, we have our computers, and we are all spread out. This is where we need to connect with people, and eventually everybody will be on board. But that I think those are my pretty realistic goals for June, and I'm hoping to offer, some of my people that are choosing to shop as VIPs, or even passing it on to somebody who may benefit from it. I will be offering a little incentive, and I have my traveling suitcase. I don't know if I'm going to try and show you here. I'm really proud of this. That's my suitcase for even out of the campground, and we're going to be doing wedding stuff tomorrow night. And I will be offering to do some facials for some guests of my future niece, and I'm actually going to try and pull her aside, and I'd like to give her a facial before her big, beautiful day. And we'll go from there, and we'll see how it goes, and I will definitely keep everybody posted and taking pictures and whatnot. And I think that's about all I have to say for now. So thank you so much for letting me speak.
Awesome. Well, Christine, I have no doubt that you will achieve your goals, especially you said that you were going to offer an incentive, and that kind of goes right along with our second week where we were talking about providing the world-class customer service. So just going that little bit extra above and beyond. And same as from the book that we're reading with the Dream Team there, they were saying that all the little extras is like planting a money seed. So that's sort of what you're doing by doing those extras, is you're planting that money seed, and that will help you to harvest. So the next person I'm going to bring on is Amber Badabanja. Amber is an agent here in Hinton, Alberta too, and I'm excited to hear what your goals are for June.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta make this quick because baby's freaking out. Hi everybody, I'm Amber from Hinton. I'm excited to share my goals with you. My goal for June, and the roadshow is part of it, yes. I'm excited to go, and I'm hoping to bring at least one guest, hoping maybe two. I really want to hit star in June. I'm 50% away, and I just really need to push my butts aside and get it done. That's all I need to do. May was really slow for me. My butts got in the way really bad. But this month I'm going to do it, and I'm going to get there. I need to be on stage when I go to Phoenix, and I need to get there somehow. I'm going to start with the 30-day challenge, 30 faces in 30 days. I'm going to read 2 books, one for personal development and one just for fun because there's a good one I got in store. And I need to work on my time management. Juggling a baby is not easy. Some days don't work like you think they're going to work, and they just turn into snuggle days and you don't get nothing done. But we got to do this. So that's my goals for June. I'm going to do it. Thank you.
Awesome, Amber. Thanks for coming on. I really, really like your goals, and I like the fact that you were honest and admitted that, that May was a rough month for you, because not everybody on this journey explodes and has great months every month. We all have bad months, and I'm just glad that you were able to come on there and say that. And the other thing is you will have your 2 agents, and just don't forget to use that third-party tool. You've got Alicia and I right here in town. We're here to help with anything, and also we're always just a phone call away. But like you said, juggling babies, so it might be me or it might be Alicia you have to call on. So thank you very much for coming on, and I'll pass it back over to you, Alicia.
Sorry, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for being open and honest and for just putting your goals out there, because one of the biggest things we're always told is to write down our goals, to tell people about our goals. That makes them even more real. right? And that makes us accountable to our goals, right? We have things that we've said now that each and every one of you have said, and I'm so excited to know what your goals are and to help you guys out to reach each one of your goals. So this is exciting. One thing we're going to do, we're going to open it up for a little bit of Q&A, but before we do that, what I want to do is kind of ask a couple of you who are on the line right now some of the hurdles you have, some of the obstacles you have in achieving your goals and how you overcome them. Okay, so Christine, I'm going to go to you first. Christine Bartley. So you said that one of the things that you mentioned was that you want to have at least 4 WOW parties this month, and that for you you're barely able to do 1 WOW party. So I'm just wondering what your plan of action is to get 4 more WOW parties this month, or how you're going to overcome that obstacle.
I'm going to go a little more outside my comfort zone. I'm not going to just limit it to people that I really just know on a really personal basis because they're interested, but then they find because we know each other so well, I feel that they can just cancel. And that is really frustrating, and I'm not afraid of people. And I'm not afraid to get this amazing product out there. I'm not afraid, and so that is. I've decided I'm going outside my comfort zone because I can do that.
Perfect. That sounds great, Christine. And I like how you said you're not afraid of people. Are you going to take advantage of the 30 Faces in 30 Days that we're going to put on for US and Canada as well?
I would like to, yes.
Perfect. I think that'll apply and fall right into getting those WOW parties for you.
Okay.
All right. So the next person I'm going to ask is Virginia Vickery. And I love your goals. I mean, you have some really good ones. Helping your team reach their E4, that's great. I mean, that's what it's all about, is serving our team. How can we serve our team? How can we help our team get to their goals as well? Now, one thing you kind of mentioned was that you have 1 guest coming to Roadshow, and you think and you would like to have more. So this sounds like a little bit of a hurdle. Do you have a game plan in mind for how you want to overcome this hurdle?
Hi. I have 1. Dustin is coming for sure. Amanda doesn't know. She's going to try to come. She doesn't know about her work. I'm working on another one of my agents, Sierra, and I think I just need to get her probably in my vehicle and drive her there with me. She's always busy, 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 and we like busy people, so I'm going to try to get her there. And I've got 1 guest for sure coming. I don't know if my sister-in-law is coming with this guest or not. I'm going to talk to her and try to get her to come too. And then I've got a few connections in Calgary that I want to talk to people and see if they can come, because Isaac and Betty are amazing people to listen to, even if they don't want to join the business. Just come and listen to a wonderful person speaking, and fill your Sunday with some great entertainment. Thank you.
Absolutely, and that's what it's all about. One thing that we heard from one of the leaders is don't promote, and we hear from all the leaders, is don't promote the event. Promoting the event is like promoting a great concert happening at Rexall Place here in Edmonton. Promote the performer, promote the speaker. Why do they want to come out and see Isaac Ben-Shabbat? Why do they want to come out and see Betty Perez? These are our own all-stars, and we need to be promoting those speakers, not coming to the Canadian Roadshow, the Canadian event. Okay, so great. No, I'm excited, Virginia. I'm excited to see how full your car is on the way down. The next one I'm going to reach out to is Lisa. Lisa, what kind of challenges or obstacles are you facing with any goals, and how you're able to overcome them, or what you're going to work on to overcome them?
That is such a great question, and I guess one of the one of the obstacles I've had in my business for a while is helping to get my team motivated, started, and involved in more activity. What I've come to know, and I think Tiffany has really highlighted it in the last 2 nights of webinars that we've had here, you need to lead by example. And you know, I've never stopped recruiting and never stopped sharing a secret. It did slow down somewhat so that I could make myself available to work into my team. But what I've chosen to do for June is just go hell for leather and hopefully inspire others to come along with me.
Excellent, Lisa. And digging down into our organization, I think, is one of the best things we can do for ourselves and our teams as well. So thank you for sharing that, and I wish you all the success getting your agents to piggyback you on this awesome journey for your goals for June. Okay, Russell and Michelle, are you guys still with us?
Yes, we are.
Here we are. I am actually here.
We have kids running around, so we're muting, so it's or going off screen, so it's not too distracting. Sorry.
Excellent. No worries at all. So you guys, I'm going to ask the same question to you guys. What kind of obstacles or hurdles are you coming across with your goals that you're setting for June and that you had for May here? And how are you able to overcome them, or what are you working on to overcome them?
Your goals for June, is that what you asked? I'm sorry. June?
Yeah, what we asked.
I think one of the things is always expecting that others will have the same kind of determination, follow through that you do. And I think that Lisa brought up a great point. That means you have to lead by example. If you want people to follow through on the parties that they've said that we've scheduled an enormous quantity of time in the next several weeks doing wow parties for new agents and helping them get on their feet. And we have to show the commitment to that and the energy to that so that they see that as the standard. And I think sometimes you get a little frustrated and it's hard to keep that level. You're there and your commitment is there, but sometimes your face or your voice might tell a different story. And I think that you have to always keep that enthusiasm and that energy up so that that's carrying over to your new agents and to your VIPs and everyone that you meet. It's just sometimes it's keeping that intensity and carrying that over when you know it's not always going to come back to you that way from agents or VIPs. Does that make sense? Keeping it, that's a challenge when you get kind of in a, I don't want to say a slump, but maybe a downward slope towards the end of the month, or a little dry spell. You've got to keep the same intensity as when you just signed 4 VIPs in a half an hour. You've got to keep it that same intensity all the time.
For sure. I love that, Michelle. Thank you for sharing. I mean, I think that's something that we're fortunate to have, such a great team connection, and that when we start to fall down that slide, reach out to our uplines. If you want to scream and shout, scream to one of your partners, your leaders, your mentors in this business. We have that ear available for you guys, that shoulder to cry on, and to help build you back up, right? We've all been there. We've all been through the ups and downs, and the downs can be a little bit tough, but if you have great support and great help and plugging into these calls, you hear people's stories, and they've had the same stories as you. So it's good. Keep that enthusiasm up for sure. And when you feel that downward spiral, get connected with someone else in your organization to help you through it. Okay, perfect. Amber, I see you're back with us too, so baby's good. I'm just going to throw this question out to you as well. For your goals that you had set for May and your goals that you're setting for June, what kind of obstacles or hurdles are you yourself facing? And I think I heard you talk about your butts. And how are you planning on overcoming them?
My butts. I think my butts get in the way because I can't manage my time properly. I used to be really good before baby. I had a set schedule all the time, and now Things are crazy all the time. So just getting my time management down, I think I can do it. I know I can.
Perfect. And I think what Nicole mentioned the other day would really tie into this is how she said to kind of write your to-do list before you go to bed, and writing that to-do list, prioritizing it, and if you don't get to the last few ones in the day, at least you've accomplished your main things off the top of your list, right? The big butts that were standing in the way. So yeah, no, I'm excited, and we're here, like Nicole said, we're right here to help you with whatever you need and to hold your hand along the way and get rid of all those big butts. Okay, excellent. So before we close off, I'm going to ask one more person, and that's Nicole. I'm just going to ask you, based on your goals and what you're planning, what your biggest hurdles are and how you plan to overcome them.
Can you hear me? To be honest, I didn't really think I had that many hurdles. But I actually did. I don't know if you guys are able to see. I'm not going to put it up there because I don't want you to see too many of my numbers. But I did the develop a mindset for success sheet that Lisa gave us, and I realized I have the biggest things that are holding me back are only myself, and that's what I need to work on. Like I can talk to probably anybody on my team and get them excited. I can get them moving. I can get them motivated. I can get them to do pretty much anything. If somebody talks to me, guaranteed by the time they get off the phone with me, they've got a new goal, they've got a plan, they're ready to go, they're excited. But I realized that I have a lot of personal stuff that I need to work on, because it's just my mind that's holding me back. That's the only thing. So yeah, that's what's holding me back.
Excellent.
So I need to work on that. Just have to figure out how.
Perfect. Well, I'm here to help you work through that, Nicole. And sometimes working with family is good, but it's also bad. And I know, again, if you just reach out to any one of our leadership, we can beat that out of you. But I do love that you did that mindset, develop a mindset for success. This little worksheet is incredible, and I really think that we should each fill it out, and we should get someone else to fill it out on what they and how they rate us on each one of those steps. I think it would be really good to see from someone else's perspective, because we're always harder on ourselves. Okay. So thank you guys very much. Thank you everyone for being open and sharing all your goals, sharing all your hurdles, and it's great to see all your faces. Have a great afternoon in Australia, and everybody here in Canada and the US, have a great evening. And we'll tune back in next week and get right to the bread and butter and get all this training again. And I'm so excited, so I hope you guys are. Let's get out there and let's work on our goals. Have a great night.